Welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is a very somber week. Out here to be fans of who we fans of right now. But before we get started, we just like to say, as always, we grateful to be back. B Wark, what's up, my brother? Grateful to see you in the building already. Appreciate y'all for it's been a while since we've been here, brother. It ain't been a while since you tuned in. It's been a while since we've been here. But great to be back. It is football season now. We starting it off very down. That's okay. As always, please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I am one half of your co-host, Mr. Chazzy Kaidd. The other half of your co-host, Mr. Big Bet Kramm, the 317 Kramm. We are back, and we are back here today. And I imagine, actually, let me send out some group chats because I know I got some fellas want to add some get something off their chest in the comments. Everybody want to get something off their chest on this week.
I definitely want to get something off mine. Got to get something off mine.
So here it is. We starting, y'all. We are here today after taking a 27-20 loss to USC. Okay, we had the LSU Tigers come way out your West Coast. People come way west, 2,000 miles west.
And I mean, we traveled. Dog.
Pete.
It looked like damn near half the state of Louisiana came out here and supported LSU.
It was 225 West in Allegiant on Sunday evening, but it was 225 West in there. For us all to be walking out of there, ready to go to jail, ready to catch a charge, climbing around with LSU, ready to put hands on somebody, climbing around with LSU.
Disgusting.
Just very disappointing. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Obviously, Sunday I was drunk bad, in my feelings, hurt. You know, it was hard to see straight. It was hard to see anything other than pain. You know what I mean?
Pain.
Yes. Real pain. Real pain.
That James video is funny as shit. She said,
"Dog, when you said that,
everywhere. Just pain everywhere. And I legit felt them, bros. Because it was literally pain everywhere. Like, I couldn't even work no more, dog. I was like, nah, we did not just come out here and lose to fucking USC, a Lincoln Riley-led defense. Oh, my goodness. I could not believe it.
Before we get too deep into it, brother, listen to this. Listen how the game ended for me. So I, Mr. Responsible, I Uber to the game. I knew I was getting Takala Uber. People, by the time the game ended, my phone was dead.
Niggas didn't know where they was.
Hey, I turned around. I then lost Matt and Sierra. Me and Matt started talking shit with some USC motherfucker after the game.
Dog, because I've
been talking shit to them all game. I've been talking shit to them all night. So now, mind you, after we lost, they was ready to let me have it. So I lost Matt, Sierra. Dog, I was so drunk, so upset. People, I just started hightailing it down Russell. I was headed to my house. Dog, no, but like 2 miles in.
That liquor make niggas do.
Dog, completely lose that mind. It was an older cat that had just dropped off a party from a party bus that picked me up and brought me to the crib. Good man. Good man. Shout out Mr. Eddie J. But Mr. Eddie, I hope life go your way the remainder of your days, brother. You're a good man because you didn't have to do what you did. But that's how the night ended for me. That's how the night ended for me. Walking home about 1.5 miles, 2 miles in, getting pain. So now let's talk about it, brother. What was, if you had to say, what was the biggest issue let's start with biggest issue. What was your biggest issue that you saw or that you feel like is the problem right now?
It's 2 of them, dog. It's 3 of them. Excuse me. I'm going to start. It's actually disgusting to see that, like, we were once looked at as DBU, profound DBs coming out of LSU. You knew every single year we was putting out a top 5 DB coming out of LSU, whether that was safety, slot, or nickel, corner. You knew we was putting something out. Dog, I could barely name you a fucking player on the DBs in the secondary, dog. Everybody's so garbage. Like, we don't have no lockdown DB at all. And that's what's the disgusting thing about it, is that, damn, we letting USC come out here and move pig on us continuously, religiously, dog. Like, they literally, and they putting it in the air, and our DBs can't do nothing about it. Secondly, the trenches. Now, I'm not saying we necessarily lost the battle of the trenches, but being that we are from the SEC and that is still a Pac-12 team, we should have dominated the trenches. We should have absolutely
a Big Ten team.
Boys Pac-12 people. We should have dominated the trenches, fam, but we did not dominate the trenches, and that's a problem. Mason Campbell, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Like, I didn't hear, oh, that was a good pickup by Mason Campbell. Good block by, I didn't hear none of that shit.
Will Campbell, brother.
Will Campbell. Excuse me. So that's the problem, motherfucker. I don't even know your name like that. You don't be doing shit. Because you don't be doing shit. You don't be picking up blocks. All I heard was false start after false start damn near. And then lastly, bros, as you said when we spoke on the phone the night after the game, see, I didn't hear number 7 name on the defense one time. Not one time, bros. And I didn't watch the full game. You know, I was still at work trying to get it in, make that money. But I didn't hear number 7 name one time. I went and watched the stats. That nigga had one solo tackle.
Pete.
It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
So I'm going to say this. Obviously, Sunday night, it felt like the sky was falling. And this is what I have deduced. It's not quite falling. But BK, it is now starting to fall around you. And it ain't like, oh, here it's hitting the ground. No, but there's a crack. There's a real crack now. A real crack now. We gave you a slide the first year, Florida State. Very understandable. But that loss came because of special teams mental errors, right? Discipline issues on special teams. But boom, we let that slide. Last year, when you lost to Florida State, we didn't let it slide. It was like, okay, we get it. Florida State's a good team, number 4 team in the country. But as you spoke on, where was our DBs? Why? How did we lose this game? Because we couldn't cover down the field. Well, that's the last thing we not able to do at LSU. But cool. Pete, this, brother, while I'm watching Kyron Lacy commit atrocious on-field penalties, and here you come on a post game or whatever conference you was in, whether it was this, whenever it was, and you talking about some, oh, he's working on that every day. He's working on his emotional maturity. Brian, I don't want to hear that, dog. Not from you. No. Because it's your job to make sure that your players are disciplined. You know who I never seen nobody players do that? Nick Saban. I ain't never seen his players do nothing like that. Not for damn sure. Ain't never hear him come out and make no excuses for them after making 15-yard mental errors. When Major Burns is taking his helmet off on the field, making 15-yard mental errors. You lose games like that, dog, especially close games against good football teams. And we'll credit USC as a good football team. You lose games like that. So Brian Kelly, right now, biggest issue is you don't seem to have a full grip on what's going on in Baton Rouge, Louisiana right now. That's what it seems to me. Yeah, that's what it seems
very
to me.
Undisciplined. We look very undisciplined.
That's my biggest issue. Number 2, I agree with what you said. Number 1, the battle in the trenches. There are 2 plays in specific where we did not where we lost the game, where we did not win the game. There was a 4th and 2 on the 2-yard line where our O-line did not win that battle, and we couldn't run the ball in the end zone on, as you said, a USC offensive line. Give a damn what conference they playing in. There was another play on 3rd and 1 with 6 minutes left, 6 minutes to change, whatever it was, in the 4th quarter. You get that first down, you up 4, you potentially milk another 3 minutes off the clock at bare minimum. You know what I mean? You couldn't get 1 yard. Your offensive line couldn't win a battle to get 1 yard. You pass blocked very well. News threw the ball for 300 yards. He hit 75% of his passes. You pass block very well. He had ample time to pass block. This is SEC football, brother. You're going to have to run the football, especially when you have a defense that can't cover now on the backside. When you got DBs giving it up like corner prostitutes. It ain't no way that you can just be trying to, no, we need the football, but we need to keep the ball on the sideline. We need to keep them corners that can't cover it. Yes, people. So you need to be able to maintain and manage the clock. You do that by running the football. You can't win, as the great Mike Tomlin would say, possession downs. 3rd and 1 with 6 minutes left. That's a game-deciding down. That's a game-deciding
down. Yeah,
4th and 2, even though it was in the first quarter, that's deflating, dog. You had the ball for 7.5 minutes. You got down to the 2-yard line and walked away with 0 points because you couldn't win a 2-yard battle.
And my thing now at this point too, bros, is BK. Now this is year 3. Excuse me. This is year 3, fool. And from year 1 to now year 3, dog, I'm seeing the exact same fucking problems. Ain't shit changed, dog. Ain't shit changed. Our DBs are still fucking shit. You're still not using Harold Perkins to his full abilities, and you're not getting the best out of him. So that's a problem. And our team is still hella undisciplined, picking up unforced errors that just should never be put out there.
Come on, dog.
This was all year 1 problems. It was the same in year 2. Dog, I know it's just one game, but I can tell you from that one game, Ole Miss is going to put up 70 on us again. Alabama is for sure coming to put 40 up on us easily.
Now, here's why I would say the sky is not falling.
Oklahoma probably dropped 60 on us.
Here's why I would say the sky is not falling. Now, we've spoke on the negatives, and it was a lot of negatives. We start the season 0-1. I also want to say real quick, I think Brian Kelly is also getting some of his 3-year issue or our issue with 3 years in a row. It's also, we see 5 years in a row. And although, Brian Kelly, you didn't lose to UCLA, and we've now seen 5 years in a row where we've started with losses. And
I don't see 5 years in a row. I don't see 5 years in a row.
I do personally.
I don't credit Ed nothing or discredit Brian Kelly for nothing that Ed did. This is all Brian Kelly.
I hear you.
Year 1, we can kind of say that you still got the Ed Ogeron team, so you were still trying to work and get your pieces on there. I'm cool. I can accept that. But now 2 and 3, what's your excuse, motherfucker?
And it ain't now, especially again when it's saying it's not like, oh, well, you know, they just had the better team, bros. Again, like you said, I remember plays last year with Jaden Daniels, again, dog, against Florida State, where we march ball. We need 2-3 yards, and we can't move. Our O-line can't get the push. That just shouldn't be, dog, not year in and year out. At some point, that should be able to, especially when we have 2 of the top 5 tackles in the country. That just shouldn't be the case. Anywho, I will give him a grace with this. This is where I will give BK a little bit of grace. And right now, it is lying in recruiting. You currently sit next year with the 3rd-ranked recruiting class in the nation. And that's something to be said. That's something to be said. When you got there, 2022, we had the 12th. It is. I told Sam this yesterday. When Brian Kelly got there,
water to the ocean. LSU can recruit water to the ocean. It's
in LSU. 2022, we had the 12th ranked recruiting class in the nation for all the water to the ocean we could recruit. Teams like Penn State was recruiting better than us in 2022. We had a lot of shit
going on, but LSU
that we did, and Brian Kelly has righted that ship, and I will credit him that. He gets credit for that. In the last 3 years, watching our recruitment do this, he's been the coach doing that. We were at 12 when he got there, the lowest we'd been in quite some time. So now, I will give you credit for that. But the problem is, I need to see something on the field. And so now you'll have 4 weeks where you'll play whatever schools. You'll play Nichols, you'll play South Carolina, whatever opponent. You do play UCLA in there, if I'm not mistaken. You do get it in with UCLA in there. And for all it's worth, all intents and purposes, we need to see it. Like, because now you have 2 games for real left on your schedule that will determine this season. Brian Kelly will determine your offseason, and it will determine the level of heat on your seat next season. You play Ole Miss and you play Alabama. As we spoke on, tired of seeing the same things. Dog, we come out here again and see Alabama and Ole Miss hit us up with 50, 60, 70 points, brother. 600, 700, 800 yards of offense.
No, they'll probably fire that nigga right after the game.
Because there's just no way a school that if I start running through the list of players in the NFL right now, good God almighty, that pulls to be DBU with cats like Honey Badger, Pat P, Trey White,
Sting,
Derek Stingley, Grant Delpit, Greedy Williams.
Christian Paul.
Come on, people. These are cats getting tick right now in the NFL at the defensive back position, brother. Derek Stingley is arguably, despite what the hype might tell y'all about Sauce Gardner, Derek Stingley is arguably the best corner in football right now between him and Pat Surtain. So it's like I don't understand how now I'm looking at DBs, and with all due respect for the 337, and I hate calling players out by name, so I don't like that. Sage, no. I 4 years now, and I have not seen it one time. One time at the safety spot, at the cornerback spot. I ain't gonna speak ill will. I ain't gonna say nothing more than that. I'm gonna just say for 4 years, I ain't seen it one time.
Not once, big brother. Like not once. You ain't never showed me a fuck.
One time, dog. At some point, especially when you playing the best players in the nation, you gotta go out and win your one-on-one matchup. Whatever side of the ball you might be on, be it you be the DB, be it you be the wide receiver. What happened late in that game against USC is when it was money time, they wide receivers won every possession they needed to win.
And
that last drive, and we knew y'all wasn't stopping. That's the problem.
Biggest problem.
That's the problem.
We knew those. As soon as Noose gave them boys the ball back, you knew it was a wrap. You knew it was a wrap because you knew the homies was coming out here and marching.
But it's like you said, dog.
Marching.
On 3rd and 1, it's 6 minutes left. Our offensive line is supposed to be the bread and butter of our football team. We shouldn't have had to ask who we know is not the bread and butter, the DBs. We shouldn't have had to ask them to win the game. The offensive line should have won the game on 3rd and 1. And that's the problem, right? Is we need to be able, what can we rely on? On what area of the football, on what area of the team can we rely on and be like, yeah, we know when all else fails, that can win us the game? Is it our secondary? Is it our offensive line? Is it our run game? Is it our wide receivers? Is it our blitz? Is it our ability to pressure the quarterback? Even real quick, as Steelers fans, if all else fails, I promise you we'll hang our hat on 90. I promise you we will.
Put the defense on the field. Put the defense on the field.
Put 90 on the field, dog. If that's what it gotta be, we're gonna live and die with 90.
Good. We can live with that, bros. We can live with that. I know 90. He playing with an intensity that's so high.
You feel me? What's the LSU right now? Where that's at?
Where that's at? Who got that same intensity? Who got that same fire, that same drive? I don't see it from nobody. I don't see it from, like I heard the homie Will Campbell, we ain't come out here to go to Caesar's Palace. Well, it looked like you did, motherfucker. It looked like you did. It looked like y'all was actually at Caesar's Palace the night before because it didn't look like nobody showed up to play football.
Because on 3rd, and the thing again, I said, bro, y'all pass block well. You pass block well. You don't run block well for motherfucker. You don't run block well for
games. What's up with dominating games?
I remember the days, and see, sometimes this is why we get a little ahead of us. When we had Les Miles, we did dominate running the football, bro. When we had Les Miles, we did dominate. But Pete, say that again, Giovanni. Never, and I mean never, should I see an LSU corner lining up 10 yards off of a wide receiver.
Oh, and that's exactly what happened with Sage. That's exactly what happened with Sage.
All night long.
Especially to play at the end of the game. Dog, even Kirk was saying, you have to jam him, baby. You got to jam him at the line. Get him off his route a little bit. Instead, you playing 5 yards off, 10 yards off. Well, now, once I get my feet work going, that's a wrap for you. That's a wrap for you. Now I'm gone. Come on, man. Now I'm disgusted. Because once again, bro, we starting the season off 0-1, so you already starting from behind. Now you are asking for help from other teams and shit, bros, and I just don't like that. Instead of just going out here, handling business, going undefeated as we need to, bros, but I don't necessarily think the season is over now. Like we had spoke on the night of the game when Brian Kelly had came out there and made the comment. Now, I didn't see the whole interview. I just basically seen the comment that it kind of said their quarterback outplayed ours. When I seen the comment, I was really disgusted. I didn't like that shit at all, bros, because First and foremost, I thought Lincoln Riley outcoached Brian Kelly. I thought you were outcoached.
Can you please say that one more time? Can you please say that one more time?
Yes, sir. I said, for first and foremost, I thought Lincoln Riley outcoached Brian Kelly. So I thought if blame was going to be put anywhere, you got to take that accountability right on the chin. You got to take it right on the chin. You cannot be throwing your quarterback, who did not play a poor game, and not even to say the Mason Miller boy outplayed him. I don't even think he outplayed him. I think they both had
They damn near played the exact same game. The Mason Miller boy had a few more yards, but they both completed by 75% of their passes. Both threw it for 300+ yards.
Well, I will just say, because I'm not gonna agree with Brian Kelly, but I'm gonna agree with him a little bit and with a play I saw.
Yes.
When they gave Mason Miller back the ball, I did not see him make an error throw not one time to win that game. I did not see him make one error throw. Everything was on the money. Now, when we gave Noose the ball, and this is what we talked about, when Noose got that ball back, when we got off on the field on fourth down turnover, when we got back on the field, Noose, you must score a touchdown, fam. Like, it's an absolute necessity for you to put up 6 points right here. You have to, gang.
You're right. But again,
I saw Noose
I told you this,
2 error throws where he had time in the pocket, and he just missed receiver. He missed the running back coming out of the backfield. He did that twice.
And rightfully so. He definitely. My thing is this: because I agree with your premise of what you're saying. Noose is not absolved.
He's not five, nor he's not.
No, nor is he absolved from blame. You played your part in the loss as well. You missed opportunities as well where you could. It wasn't just play calling. It wasn't just coaching. It wasn't just quarterback play. It wasn't just offensive line play. Every last one of you took part in losing to USC, which is why Brian Kelly, when you come out after the game and put it on one man to man, I don't like that. Especially when you're supposed to be the head honcho. That's like something happening with your family, grown ass man, and you come out and you blame your wife. Yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all, what type of man is that?
Yeah.
The house under fire right now, and you send your wife out to go protect. What you got going on, G?
I watched a little bit more of the interview, dog, and I'm gonna say it sounded like he was speaking with some passion, and it sounded like he was taking a little bit of accountability because he spoke on, as you spoke on earlier, the situation that's happening on the field when we picking up 15-yard penalties because we just undisciplined. And he's saying that we got guys from the sideline and shit not really looking locked in, thinking the game over and shit. He's talking about, I guess I'm not doing a good enough job to keep their head focused, you feel me? And BK, you obviously must not be.
You're not.
Obviously must not be keeping their head on right enough to keep them focused for a full, how many minutes they play in a football game? 40? Is it 40 minutes in a full football game? 60. 60 full minutes, people. It don't look like you're keeping boys locked in for a full 60 minutes of a football game. And that's an absolute problem. Because with all the shit Ed had going on, Ed had boys locked in for 60 full minutes of football.
This is the thing with a Brian Kelly, right? Because, and I was telling this to Sam yesterday on the phone. We all love Ed for what he meant to the state of Louisiana and LSU overall. It was just great. Excuse me. He was a Tiger himself at heart, a Louisiana boy at heart. He ran us on one of the greatest college football runs ever in history. Ed is my second favorite coach of all time behind Mike T. But Ed is not a good coach. And that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. The track record
he's
shows.
Not good X's and O's. He's not good
the track record shows X's and O's. Ed hit lightning in a bottle. Where he had 2-star, 3-star, I forget what it was, Justin. 2-star, 3-star wide receiver Justin Jefferson come out and turn himself into the new age Randy Moss, damn near, goddamn it. And you got Jamar Chase. You go get Joe Burrow, a lost start at Ohio State. You get Joe Brady. All these things I just think Caleb Von Chassel got released last night. Feel me? So everything on that team wasn't even said to be perfect, but it looked damn good in 2019. Track record shows Ed is not a good coach, though, which is why Ed don't have a job now. Said all that to say, Brian Kelly, you have a track record. You have a track record. And the thing is, bros, you seem to, in big games, not be the better coach.
Be getting out coach.
And the thing about it is this. We can go back to say, even with Mike. Mike is not always the best X's and O's dude on the other sideline. Like, it's a plenty of times when the Steelers line up and the guy on the other sideline is a better X and O dude than Mike, right? But you know what I hear every player say about Mike, even players that don't play for Mike? Mm-hmm. They would love to play for Mike. They love to play for Mike, meaning they know, as I forget who it was that I was telling you about. Oh, Acho. And I'll tell you, Acho gave the point on when he said he was talking to his college coach one day. His college coach was like, dog, when I put you on this field, the results that you put up determine on if my wife get that new bag she want or not.
Yeah.
If my wife
my livelihood, people.
You feel me? So when these
determining my livelihood right now.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's like whenever you in a situation where Mike Tomlin and all these players are saying, nah, I want to go make sure that man eat. When that man put me on the field, I'm going to make sure that I do everything I can so people don't speak ill of him after this game. Brian, the other day, X's and O-wise, you didn't have it. And now mentally, disciplinary, the heart-wise guy, you didn't have it. No. And you can't lose in all aspects, dog. You can't. There was a play in the last play of the game when we gave up the touchdown. On the play, I don't know if he could have made a difference or not at all, but Perk, you quit. You quit. You watched the running back one in. You didn't fight until it's a lot of times I see boys tackle way into the end zone just because they feeling play. Mm-hmm. Just because they're upset that you got it, and I'm going to still bring you down. Perk, you quit on the 5-yard line. That regardless of whether you could have stopped him or not, that's you showing me your character. That's not what's up. That's not what's up in the game. That's not what's up for a coach that y'all see how fast coaches get done in and out around here? Will Campbell, what you said a couple weeks ago, 10-3 get coaches fired around here. People lose their jobs for 10-3. Well, with USC and Alabama and Ole Miss on the schedule, what would you think y'all season about to say now?
And that's just 2 losses that we know are coming. Dog, there probably will be some that we just don't expect. Shouldn't go out there and lose it all. And we probably will. No, I'm telling you, bro. Comments like that, like throwing your quarterback under the bus like that, comments like that,
dog.
Bro, that literally sucks the life out of a locker room. Because now we got to ask ourselves, well, is Noosh trying to get back up and play for this nigga at the highest of levels? Now, Noosh, you better be trying to go out here and feed your family and raise that draft stock.
Straight up.
That's your first and foremost.
Because, bro, now I was like, Noosh had a top 5 quarterback performance on the weekend.
But he's not a top 5. He's not a top 5.
Not to say that he is. Not to say that he is. But in this class, it ain't no definitive he ain't neither. Who is top 5?
I've never really been crazy about News Bros just because
I've never really seen him play like that.
No, I love me a dual threat quarterback, bro. I don't think none of y'all are coming up to the line Joe Burrow-esque and just picking shit apart. I don't think that's going to happen, bros. And we obviously saw that. So you got to have something else to offer. And that's
why the legs in motion. I get P. Joe moving on, brother.
I love
gotta get P. Joe moving, right?
I could just give us something else. You feel me?
And you keep that defense honest. You're not wrong. When I always say that too, dog. Honest, when you got a dual threat quarterback in college, that is the ultimate college quarterback, dog. Because like you saying, it ain't no Joe Burrow or Joe Burrow was a 1-of-1 people. It's not a play. And even now to give to, as we also saw that 1-of-1, he was out there playing with fucking Randy Moss and Terrell Owens.
With 1-of-1.
You feel me? Like, yeah. So it was like, yeah. So if you don't have all of that, then like you need a lot, dog. You need it's tough to just go out here and pick teams apart with offensive coordinator, play calling. So I feel you. But he did have a top 5 performance on the weekend. I just want to say that. He might not be top 5. I don't know who top 5 is in college right now if we talking about quarterbacks, but he did have a top 5 performance. I'll give him that. Overall, it's just tough, like you said, to be starting the season behind the 8 ball because of the same issues. That's the most frustrating part about it. It's the same issues over and over again. And, Brian Kelly, I will say this. Pete, that recruiting class, the next 12 months for you will be very important. Next 12 months for you will be very important. Because I don't know if you have anything else you want to add on the LSU note. I'll end it with this. And I've been saying it for a long time. Well, not a long time, but since he quit. And I'm going to keep saying it. The same way all the NFL pundits don't think Bill Belichick is done coaching, I don't think Nick Saban is done coaching. I just think he knew what was going on at Alabama. He understood what this NIL era was bringing in, and he knew he was not going to be able to recruit like that at Alabama. Just don't have the necessary funds. It's not in Alabama like that. I don't ever hear this man talk more glowingly about anything or anybody or any program other than LSU. So all I'm saying is, Brian Kelly, all we need to do is get wind that Nick is thinking about. We stepping out on you. We stepping out on you. We stepping out. Brother, please do not let the door hit you at a good Lord split you, brother, please. How you better act like Ed, 17. What do you want me out of, brother? And what time you need me going? You better say it just like Ed. As if I get wind, that old Jolly Saint Nick is indeed trying to return to Baton Rouge. Yeah, I ain't never heard him. I ain't never heard him say nothing about it ain't nothing like a Saturday night in Tuscaloosa. I ain't never heard him say that. Never. Any coast out there for a plenty. I ain't never heard him say, it ain't nothing like a Saturday night in College Station. Y'all see buku people out there at Texas A&M. Buku people y'all put in seats. But guess what? Every chance he get, ain't nothing like a Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, but in Dead Valley, because he's not wrong. So, Brian Kelly, because of that, the boogeyman, I feel like the boogeyman is lurking over your shoulder. I don't feel he's done coaching, and I feel like if there is any university that could get that brother to coach again,
some Tigers, huh?
So, anywho, with that being said, 30 minutes in, we do appreciate y'all in the chat. We do got a lot of viewers in the chat right now. If y'all are hurt LSU fans like us, y'all do leave y'all comments. Let us know how y'all feel. Let us know what y'all think could change things around. Let us know if y'all think BK will be the coach of LSU the next year or two. I'm starting to think it'll be a little shaky, as you just heard from me. Man. Anywho, we'll move on to our other ball club, as it is opening week for the NFL here. Got division smoke getting it in tomorrow. The Ravens getting in with the Chiefs to open the season. Shout out to the NFL. That's a hell of an opening season ball game. Hell of a game. Damn near couldn't have got a better one. Yeah, you damn near couldn't have got too much of a better one. Especially with the way last season ended. So you get that tomorrow night. The Eagles and the Packers going to Brazil to play a Friday night game this week. The idea of it is cool. I get the NFL trying to get their bread, and I ain't mad at that. I do think though, when you think long term about that game, because a lot of people, think Eagles will win the NFC, and a lot of people think the Packers could fight for or Eagles will win the NFC East, and think the Packers got a good chance to fight for the NFC North. So it's just crazy to think that maybe, this game right here, week 1 in Brazil, could maybe determine y'all seeding later on in the season. And this is a game in fucking Brazil in week 1.
That is in Rio de Janeiro.
Right. So that is a little crazy. But for us as fans, that's solid. Get some more football. And then Sunday. Got a full slate on Sunday, obviously. But for us, we're only going to talk about the one that really mattered to us. It's a few that matter to us. It's a few that matter. 5 going to get it in Sunday. We excited to see 5. Smoke them going to get it in Sunday. Always excited to see Smoke them. But we are Steelers fans. This is an LSU and Steelers podcast. We are Steelers fans around here. And we do got to go see the Atlanta Falcons. And for all of y'all that's in here that's LSU fans, I'm going to also assume that the good majority of y'all is probably Saint fans. So y'all should want us to go down there and get a W with y'all hating asses this weekend. Actually, y'all should want us to go to Atlanta and put it on them people.
I don't understand what's the hype around the Falcons. Like, it just seemed like everybody drinking their Kool-Aid right now. They must got some good locker room Kool-Aid going around, because everybody I didn't talk to, be worried about the Falcons. I am not worried a fuck about Kirk Cousins and Bijan Robinson. I'll tell you that right now, straight to your fucking face. I'm not worried about them boys one fucking bit. They better be worried about 90 They better be worried about Dangerous. They better be worried about George Pickens. They better be worried about Najee and Jalen Warren. Come on, we got people ready to go play football. I think we got a lot of dudes on the sideline, a lot of dudes in that locker room who are ready to show the people what Pittsburgh Steelers is all about. It's what it's all about.
From the betting perspective, we're +3. You know how I feel about betting the Steelers, so we're not doing that.
I'll do
you
it
think?
I'll do it for you.
Do you think? Yeah, no. But I will say, Kirk Cousins coming off an Achilles injury, and we got 56 and 90 that come off them edges. People combined for about 35 sacks a season.
And Cam Hayward, who just signed for that good chili,
that good chili Bob. And then look, that other Herbig fellow we got from Wisconsin, that other Herbig fellow who come off the bench, brother, rush the passer. That brother like to get a sack every time he walk in the game. He like to look at the quarterback every time he walk in the game. So I am confident. Although I was confident in LSU, I am confident in what we about to put on the field defensively. Offensively, we got some issues. We got some offensive line injuries right now. As the old boy said, do not be surprised when the Steelers find a way to start Dan Moore at left tackle to start the season. And guess who is starting at left tackle on Sunday? It is the great Dan Moore. The Faltanu fella obviously still fighting back from injury. And as you remember last year too, Broderick didn't start till quarter of the way or so through the season, probably a little longer into it. I don't remember the exact game. There's like game 5, 6, 7, something like that, where Broderick finally started. So the Steelers kind of like to make you earn it before they just, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that would have been the plan with Faltanu. It was tough to tell because he got injured, and so he really missed a lot of camp. And so you can obviously assume that that's playing a large part as to why he's not starting right now. But Mrs. Selmalu, that's our best guy. But the Anderson fellow who will be starting at left guard for him, they say he didn't have a good offseason.
Yeah, bro. I'm not too worried about the offensive line, dog. Once again, I don't mean this. Oh, actually, I do mean it with the most disrespect. This is the fucking Atlanta Falcons.
Well, let me say this.
Been good damn near since who knows when, dog.
But they did now. Now the hype is because the Falcons have it outside of Kirk Cousins. People, even just like 2 weeks ago, brother, literally in like a 12-hour span, if even 12 hours, them ball traded for Matthew Judon. So you just added elite pass rushing to your club. And then they went and signed Justin Simmons to go along with Jesse Bates that y'all had signed early in the season. So y'all very well could have the best safety tandem in the league, and you just added a great pass. Now, with all that being said, I do still think we beating the Falcons on Sunday. Overall, I'm just not afraid of your quarterback coming off an Achilles tear with the pass rush that I know we.
That didn't move me one bit. It didn't move me one bit. Didn't hear nothing that was like, ooh, shit. No, that didn't move me one bit. But we're going to come out here and we're going to play Steeler football, bros. The homie Omar, the con artist, that came out here, and he done gave us everything that we done requested of him. He done checked every single box, bros. Mike T, it's time for you to come out here and check every single box, bros. Because to be so honest with you, I'm not even just trying to beat the Falcons. I'm low-key trying to dominate the Falcons, if I'm being honest with you.
That's why I said what I said about the O-line.
But domination, though. But
domination. Okay. Yeah.
28-14, but domination. You feel me? Straight domination.
I more so see like a 24. I don't even see 14. I don't think we giving up 2 touchdowns. I think we might give up a touchdown and maybe 3 field goals. Yeah.
24-13.
Yeah, something like that.
But I need to see domination. I need to see us running the football straight down their throat. I need to see us getting to the quarterback on a consistent level. I need to see a lot of strap ups because the DBs is out there doing their job. I just want to see everybody fired up with sheer domination in the eye. That's all I want to see. Because the con artist has done everything for us to go out here with these high spirits. I spent $975 on a ticket in Denver to go see these boys because the con artist has checked every single box. And now I'm trying to go see it with my own 2 eyes right there on the 50-yard line. You feel me? Right there on the 50, people. Yeah.
I pray that people don't let you down like LSU let me down.
Nah, they better fucking not. They better fucking not.
They best not. To Boo Boo Nix and Sean Payton.
dog, like everything the con artist did this offseason, just get your juices flowing. You went and got Patrick Queen, the LSU linebacker we originally wanted. You stole it from the competition of the AFC North. Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful. Then, not only did you go get Pat Queen to cover up those linebacker problems we had, when you went picked up the boy, what's his name? Peyton Wilson?
Peyton Wilson, yeah, brother.
Peyton Wilson. You went and got Peyton Wilson, the boy who everybody was regarding as the best linebacker in the draft, just dealing with a lot of injury problems.
Luke Kuechly said he a bigger, faster version of himself.
And if Luke said it, I'm gonna sip the Kool-Aid. I'm gonna sip the Kool-Aid because that's probably a good batch. That's probably a good batch, phenomenal batch, nigga. So I'm gonna sip that.
2 separate flavor packs, right amount of sugar.
Dog. So now
drop some fresh lime in there.
Come on, man. Look at I got it. Now we say one of the biggest problems that we had last year was linebacker problem. Okay, I don't think we'll have those problems this year. I don't think we'll have it. We got 2 studs. As health does us right, we'll be very okay to play football.
Well, because Elandon is also back in health. Yeah, right.
We got depth. Okay, so we did that. Now we had a problem at quarterback. And then I'm not going to necessarily say you went out there and you did a phenomenal job with the quarterbacks that we got, but you got 2 new quarterbacks. You knew what we had to do, and you got 2 new quarterbacks. Now it's up to those 2 guys to come out here and show us what they can do. But you did what you needed to do. You went and got us 2 new quarterbacks. A new quarterback. Because Kenny Pickett, Mitchell fucking Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph was not going to cut the cake.
Let me say this.
Not the Super Bowl.
Let me say this real quick. As to what you did, I just want to piggyback off what you were saying about quarterbacks, right? Because you're hitting right now. You're hitting right now. Everything we asked Omar to do, brother, he literally went, like you see, you literally went and checked every single box we asked that man to check. He went check. You went added cornerback play next to Joy anyway. I'm not going to go to the quarterbacks, though, what you said. So now I keep hearing everybody talk about, and I'm not saying Russell Wilson was ever Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is Aaron Rodgers got 1 Super Bowl, and I think Russell Wilson do too. No, I think so.
Yeah, he did.
Aaron Rodgers has been to 1 Super Bowl. I believe Russell's been to 2. Yeah, no, 2. 2. Okay, yeah. So I understand Rodgers has 5 MVPs. Again, I'm not saying Russell Wilson is better than Aaron Rodgers. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I've seen Russell Wilson, when you put him around the necessary things, he can get it done. I've seen that.
You can play winning football. Okay. You can play winning football.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. So now, all I hear is, oh, well, the Jets, if Aaron Rodgers could just, if he could turn back and beat Aaron Rodgers, the Jets, they got to deep. Aaron Rodgers, his last season in Green Bay, had 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 12 picks. Now, for the man who y'all talk about is ultra washed. Ultra washed. Rodgers had a 91. That was his last year in Green Bay. 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 12 picks, 91 quarterback rating. Russell Wilson's year last year in Denver, dumpster fire Denver, he had 3,100 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 98 quarterback rating. Less picks, higher quarterback rating, same amount of touchdowns. In dumpster fire Denver, where a coach that didn't want him. So now, if y'all believe that Aaron Rodgers coming off an Achilles injury can turn back some type of clock, and the Jets got some type of defense that's NFL caliber, well, brother, did the Jets make the playoffs last year? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. And what, they had a quarterback issue, right? What was it, Zach Wilson? Would y'all say Zach Wilson's any better than Kenny Pickett? Would y'all say Kenny Pickett's better than Zach Wilson? Are you gonna go out on that and say Kenny Pickett's better than Zach Wilson?
I'm definitely not gonna say Kenny Pickett better than fucking nobody.
Oh, we made the playoffs. We made our defense. So again, at this point, we confident in sitting on that. So I just don't understand how everybody can be like, oh yeah, the Jets can compete for a Super Bowl. They could do it. And then the Steelers is like, oh well, the back half of they schedule. This will be the first year Mike Thomas. That last 8 games, they play all their division teams. We went 5-1 against the division last year. 5-1. Y'all might fear Lamar. We fear Lamar not. Not an ounce.
We fear Lamar. Bro,
not
we don't fear Joe. We don't fear Joe. We for shit.
We respect Joe.
Fear Deshaun. We don't feel
another one I keep hearing y'all talking about. Oh, the Browns defense. If Deshaun Watson could be win, brother, 2019. That man ain't been good in half a decade. Let's talk about the Browns defense. Yo, watch out.
And that's just a thing.
Watch out.
You can always tell when motherfuckers don't watch Steelers football. And that's just what it be like. Y'all don't watch enough tape. Y'all ain't watching no film. Y'all not watching a 60-minute game.
You're listening to ESPN pundit analysts and running away with what they're talking about. Come on, that's what they call that gossip, people. They call that gossip.
How TJ Watt not a 99 on the mat, Pete?
You want me to tell you who said? You want me to tell you who said TJ Watt is the best defensive line or the best defensive lineman in football? So again, brother, that's a batch of Kool-Aid right there. That's probably a good batch. That's probably a good batch. I would imagine DJ probably don't get no better defensive line Kool-Aid than that.
I'm not up with this, bro. We're gonna come out here and we should dominate the Falcons. We should dominate the Broncos. Dominate the Broncos. We too. Dog. For me, it's Super Bowl or bust. It's a Super Bowl or bust type season. TJ only getting older. We only got so much more left of him. We can only get the best out of him for so much more longer. Dog.
I ain't gonna say or bust, but it is because now again.
I'm not gonna say
that, bro. You gotta take that. I do win a game, dog, because now you gotta think, Pete, bro. I hear you, Pete. You got to. I mean, let me say this. For people who act like we about to have a losing season and miss the playoffs and all of, Pete, again, maybe I'm tripping. And in January we'll be sitting on this pod and I'll be eating crow. That's a possibility. We'll be eating crow. That's a possibility. But I'm gonna say this, dog. I'm just confident if we made the playoffs with guys like Duck Hodges, all due respect to Duck, shout out my dog. If we made the playoffs with guys like Kenneth Pickett, he's not my dog, so whatever about him. If we made the playoffs with them type cats, y'all mean to tell me I should be worried in a season in which I have a guy who threw double the touchdowns, what we had 3 quarterbacks though last year, and he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback? Why? The math just don't math right there. The math just don't math right there.
Just sound like a lot of hating. Like niggas just.
That's it. Because there ain't no logic behind it. It ain't no logic.
Get that hate out your heart. Get that hate
ain't no logic. When we doubled up at the quarter, how Nip say that? Double up.
How we underdogs to the fucking Falcons?
It's all right.
Where we playing at? We be playing in Antarctica, nigga. How the fuck are we underdogs to the fucking Falcons?
It's all right. We're gonna see. Let's see, people. I still hope y'all dirty birds. Yeah, brother. We show y'all, of course. Yeah, brother. We on a revenge tour right now. The first 2 weeks of the season, brother. Arthur Smith need his smoke. Arthur Smith need his lick back, and then we going to Denver so our dog Russ could get his lick back.
I'm going to Denver with the boys.
Yeah, brother. Yeah,
and I'm gonna walk in them people trap, and I'm gonna take them people trap over. Straight like that. I'm gonna walk in them people trap, and I'm gonna take them people trap over.
And walk out them people trap.
Yeah.
Get on that flight back to the Vegas.
And that's my mother's kids.
Yeah, bros. Anywho, so shout out to the Steelers. Last thing I want to add right now, or last little kind of topic segment, we'll get into the betting world of what football got to offer this weekend. Just the NFL right now. We're not going to deep dive into college. I'll start doing a personal little 15-minute segment on college betting every week. Because now to go back to everything, just real quick, what we said about college football, I just also want to say this about college. For everything y'all want to say about, what LSU didn't do and how all these teams going to walk us down and that. Pete, if any of y'all think y'all beating Georgia, think again. So, didn't matter no way. Didn't matter no way.
Oh, just reload them. Just be ready to go again.
Oh, my God. Them people seem like they got unlimited ammo out there right now. Them. My God, brother. And I mean, and another, while we talking about Brian Kelly, Brian, people, you ain't got no chips to your name, Brian, but that both people, you sure better lock it in, brother, fast. Yeah, are you gonna be golfing and fishing out there with Jimbo, brother, and Ed? Oh yeah, you better lock in swiftly, brother.
It's gonna be gone.
You gonna be you gonna be getting your fresh 36 in, brother, with Ed and Jimbo P. You don't stop clowning. 34-3, P. People punish y'all 34-3. That's embarrassing. That
That's
I mean, we lost here, brother. We lost here, people. It hurt you. It hurt you, but we lost 34-3. What y'all been doing all off season? I thought that's Mrs. April. Y'all been putting in work, brother. What's going on?
Hey.
All we want to talk about Noose. And this is first year getting smoked. Kid Club, nigga, you played last year, brother. What's your excuse?
What is your excuse? Nah, them niggas O-line is atrocious. I don't know if that was just Georgia's D-line looking that good. Nah, bro. Clemson's
No, brother. Y'all the Clemson, brother. Y'all supposed to have 4 and 5 star athletes as well. Y'all supposed to have 4 and 5 star athletes as well. So ain't no, brother. 3 points, people. I'm not saying y'all had to go out there and you know what I mean, but 3 points, bro. 3?
Unacceptable.
3? Come on, brother. Ain't no way. Anywho, NFL this weekend, brother. Got some good lines. Got some things I just like to tell y'all as I feel I should give y'all the knowledge that I go out and seek. I'm going to try to give that to y'all. Do we hit 100% of bets around him? Y'all know how that book works, so I ain't crazy. But what I could do is give y'all some knowledge on some things that I've picked up. Thing number 1, I understand people don't like to fade Patrick Mahomes. But what I will tell you is anytime that you can get Lamar Jackson as an underdog, brother, especially in the regular season, I would take that. A number like 3 is a key number right now. I'm looking at the Ravens at +3. That's a solid take to have, brother. That's a solid take to have. I would Lamar Jackson +3, brother. Harbaugh, a phenomenal coach in week 1 against the spread. I forget what the number is, but him and Matt LaFleur, brother, them opening weeks, phenomenal coaches against the spread. Matt LaFleur and Harbaugh, the Harbaugh brother out in Baltimore. So that's your Thursday and your Friday night game. I would tell y'all, the Friday night game I probably wouldn't play with just because that's in Brazil and that's a lot of variables going in the follow. Yeah. I wouldn't play with all of that. But if you're a fiend, you scratch your neck for that action. You've been waiting on it for a while. I understand. I get how it be. I ain't gonna hold you. I would just say in that regard, the Packers right now is +2.5. I'll play with the Packers. A real fiend. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do because I am a fiend. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put me in a little 2-leg teaser Thursday, Friday night. I'm gonna tease the Ravens and I'm gonna tease the Packers. 6-point tease. Okay, Bob, there y'all go. Now, go continue to move into it. Got the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. Buffalo Bills is 6.5-point favorites. I don't play with Josh Allen. I have been burned one too many times by Josh Allen. It's a good one to have, yeah. Good one to have, brother. Just when you do me bad on that book, people, it's so hard to trust you again. Yeah, that's almost like getting cheated on, brother. It's hard to trust you again, people. Especially I watched Aaron Rodgers go down week 1 against the Jets, brother, last year, and you lost to Zach Wilson, people. That's ultimate, you done me dirty right there, people.
PU.
So, I don't know. Y'all do what y'all want with that. That's not on my mind. The Jacksonville Jaguars are +3.5 against the Miami Dolphins. I would lean into the Jaguars at +3.5. I would wait to see what the weather going to be like. Heard it could potentially be some bad weather out there. If the weather bad, I wouldn't play with it at all. They get some favorable weather, some decent football weather. Jags at +3.5. I know everybody know all about the shiny shit about the Dolphins. Them people defense hurting, yeah, brother. Christian Wilkins gone at Born Vegas at the prime defensive line. That was your interior pass rush. That was your run stuffer. That man in Vegas rushing the passer next to Max Crosby. So they just dealing with a lot out in Miami. I know they got a lot offensively. I also don't think the Jags is as bad as they ended the season last year. They were 8-3. Trevor Lawrence did get hurt. I'm not super high on Trevor Lawrence, but I can keep a stack where a stack go. He was 8-3 last season, 11 games in. He got hurt. They fell off. He got Brian Thomas this year. Couldn't only look up for him now with a Brian Thomas Jr. Real quick, last one I would hit on, I would just tell y'all this weekend, because I ain't going to run through all the games for y'all right now. Last one this weekend, I would tell y'all is not a game in specific. Let me see if it moved again. It has. It's been moving every day I look at it. Malik Neighbors, whatever his receiving yards total is, just go take it.
The dude got that
right now. It's at 58.5. Yeah, me too. Yeah. So I will go get on that. Anywho, we're gonna get out of here, y'all. We right at about our hour. Appreciate everybody that joined in. Appreciate y'all tuning in with us. Appreciate y'all chiming in the comments. Remember, do like, comment, subscribe, share that to your people. We will be back a lot more and a lot often here in football season. As always, go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Here we go.